Look at this little guy. Just growing in the middle of the lawn. Came from over here. Look, I've got a little baby fox in there. But, yeah. Managed to make it all the way over there. It's another gorgeous day. Just ridiculously sunny. Kind of warm right now. It was a little bit chilly this morning. But now it's nice. So, let's do a horsey check. Again, Skip is doing just fine. I think I mentioned this before, but we're always trying to kind of count how many poops horses are putting out. Skip's kind of easy to tell, but as you've seen with the banana here, she kind of poops where she eats and then just mushes it. I get a kind of a guess, depending on how much of the wheelbarrow it fills up. And that'll give me an idea how much they're taking in, and in turn how much they're putting out healthily. So some horses will have things called or issues called colic, which is an intestinal or stomach problem. It's really quite a vague thing. Somebody was guessing Mustang. Who was it? Sue? And then somebody else said maybe. We don't know. You're right. He doesn't have any markings as a Mustang. You know, maybe an unbranded one. Kind of unlikely, but I'm not sure either. Mustang has been guessed, and I don't think it's a bad guess at all. I think I thought it too. Like, Mustang in there, maybe? But then again, Mustangs are a random breed as well. And there's these guys. There's poop everywhere. Like, this whole paddock is just poop, poop, pooty, poop, 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 poop. Food is looking good. Gracie's actually much calmer with this guy. She seemed to be a little more, even though Peggy is just about the calmest horse I've ever come across. Gee, it's quiet back here. Oh, woodpeckers. We'll go over there in a minute. You know, Luke's one of the calmest horses I've ever come across, and Peggy is even calmer. So I don't know what the difference is. Well, Ruli, look at you making a mess finally outside of your shelter. Yay! That's good. I'd like to see that. These two are doing well. They love hanging around with each other, very comfortable with each other. I was requested by Maria to do a video with this guy. I think I shall do that. Mr. Super Fuzzy Pants. That's what his new name is. I shall name him Mr. Fuzzy Pants from here on in. Yeah. A nice day. Quiet. So, let's get on with things. Thought I'd bring you guys the usual horsey check. I already did one this morning. Out here again. Everybody's doing great. Yeah. And, in case you're wondering, there's Zeus tooling around with me, and let's go check out that woodpecker, because I know there's some nature lovers here on this channel, and there should be, as I show enough of it. Let's see if I can zoom in on the little guy right there. Hard to see. It's just chewing up this old tree. It's not gonna last long. This thing, look at it. Branches already falling off with all the wind. That big windstorm that came through knocked out the power. Knocked out my computer, so new power supply. Thanks to one of the commenters talking to me about UPS devices. Great information, actually. If you have a computer, it's a good idea to have surge protection. I did, but I don't think, anyways, it's kind of a boring topic, but very important. Always have surge protection for your computers. Anyhow, we're gonna get on with the day here. probably do some horsey playtime, because that's enjoyable. Again, it's just another gorgeous day here today. We're lucky. It should be like this for another, let's see, week or something like that. Working on a new project with some wood. Anyhow, that's it. I'll see you guys in the next little section of this video, whatever it may be. Seriously? Why? I'm just refusing to move. That's all I'm doing. Gracie, you are such a pest. I'm I don't know what Here comes Luke. Hey, stop doing that, you weirdo. Just make it messy for me to clean up. The sun is on its way down. Hard to tell. Let's see. It's somewhere over there. There we go. There it is. That shiny blob out there. Yeah. Yeah. It's the end of the day. I have a carrot in my hand. I've been, a carrot. Hello. It's like, oh yeah. I'll take that. That's it. I've only got one. I don't even know why I had that in my pocket. Trying to enjoy a little bit of quiet with everybody, and I'm reflecting a little on everything that's going on here on the planet. Let's put you guys down for a second. Here comes trouble times 2. Well, you want to be in the shot? There you go. Hi. And I've received quite a few really nice messages. You know, there's a lot of people who are struggling to get through what's going on right now. And we've all got to be on quarantine and sort of stay socially distanced from everybody. Preparing and all those kinds of things. And you kind of, or I do, I find myself getting very quiet. So while it's a busy day and lots of little things get done and all those kinds of stuff, the end of the day, like now, sort of sit down and get quiet a little bit and think. And there was a video I shared, I received from a friend of mine, and then I ended up sharing, that had some pretty crazy numbers in it. And it was doing a comparison between the normal flu and this COVID-19 flu. And the numbers are crazy. They're, if everything goes as expected, if things continue as they are, I can't help but wonder. I'm going to look back on this video, and so I wanted to say something. You don't have to listen. This doesn't really have a lot to do with horses. It has to do with more of how my brain is thinking through it, and how I'm staying, I don't know, a little calmer and a little more positive and stuff. Come here and let me give you a hug. You have to tolerate this, my little Arabian. But yeah. Good girl. This is a lot of my peace and quiet positivity. Not necessarily just this, but you know, all of them. But anyways, back to these numbers thing. And the mortality rate of the flu is something along the lines of 0.1% of people that get it. Not very many. I think over a course of a year, I think the numbers were 300 to 600,000 people would die from the regular flu. I just noticed that Luke's in the background. How cute. And this new virus has a 1 to 3% chance of death due to complications compared to 0.1. I don't want to. No, you're going to hit the camera and stuff. Now, all right. So, it's also twice as contagious. So the idea being that it's, no, it's barely balanced as it is. Good grief. No, don't touch. It's not a carrot. Ugh. This is why I try not to do this. So, the really quick and dirty numbers, really worldwide, it's something like 12 to 24 million people may die from this. And I had a friend come by and she says, you know, there's a very good chance that we'll know someone or multiple people who will she's playing with the chain, who will die from this. And I said, I don't know. I mean, we have 8 billion people on the planet. And we sort of chit-chatted about, well, what does it look like if, even if 100 million people were to pass on? What would that look like later on? What if 1 billion people died from something? What would that look like? We'd have 7 billion instead of 8 billion? And that's just science and numbers. And what are you doing? What? You are so dusty. Jesus. Sobering numbers, so I don't make light of it of any sorts whatsoever. But I look at the science and the logic of it all, and I think, holy smokes, what does this all mean? Why now? Why? What is this? And, you know, we can't know. We don't know. It just happens. It's supposedly completely unpredictable. Nobody was able to predict something like this. I think there's going to be some yelling. Luke's such a good horse. So, you know, there's a lot of consolation to the idea that there are a lot of very smart people out there working very hard on solving the problem. And there are a lot of people who are making a great effort, especially on social media, to encourage people to keep following the recommendations. And I think it's great. Social distancing, flattening the curve and all that business, I think is fantastic. Good science. Again, good science. And then there's just the you part and the me part and the friends around us and the family part, where you say, well, what do we do? Told you, there's going to be some yelling. And everybody has to find their own way to sort of get through this and stay calm, stay positive, stay healthy. And the golden rule always is, you know, help your neighbor. I've got younger neighbors on that side, but older neighbors on that side. Yelled over, you guys okay? Check on your neighbors, check on your friends, your family if you can. Those that need it, older ones, less wealthy ones, things like that. All of these thoughts sort of roll around in my head. And I find, because I had to do a little bit of grocery shopping and look around, watch people, I find actually that a lot of people are really coming together, and it's actually the hugely positive effect of this problem is that I know it's easy to concentrate a little bit on the hoarders that are buying toilet paper and Lysol wipes. They're all over the news. But there's so many more people that are coming together. And there's the singing in the streets of Italy, and there's the community building throughout, apartments and stratas and all kinds of smaller communities, and there is a local drive to get grocery stores to open up an hour earlier for those that are more having a hard, older people primarily. Open up earlier, make sure everything's spotless, clean, stocked, ready for them to come in, get some stuff and get out before the massive shoppers show up. The ones that are more capable and can go a little bit quicker. And it's working. There are grocery stores that are doing that. They say they'll be open an hour earlier. And it'll be for those that really need it. So it's fantastic. I think it's amazing. It's the daily life that we look at and we say, well, how can we make ourselves a little bit happier and more comfortable and stuff? And I'm stuck with horses. Stuck with all these horses. Giving me trouble. But it's not too bad. You guys are getting along okay? Yeah. Come over and give them a hug. Hang out. Spend a little time. So for everybody who has sent a message and has been very, very kind and worried, and a few people that have sent me messages on how watching the horses here has been very helpful. I will be continuing to make as many videos as I can, as time will allow, and share this world, as small as my tiny little world is, be able to share it for those that feel like they could use it. And I really appreciate you guys telling me that. It's a nice world to share. Not without its complications, of course. Right, Gracie? I'll give her some trouble. What are you doing? What? So that's about it. That's all I really wanted to say. No. If there's any requests on things, let me know. I'll see what I can do. But for the most part, we'll all get through this. Stay clean, stay healthy. Yeah.